you a professional?
Are you?
That's it, Clark. Show him who's boss.
Oh, we're all in this together.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Clark Griswold YouTube channel. I am Mr. Clark Griswold. If you are a first-timer, welcome. Hello to my new subscribers and my old ones as well. Thank you guys for tuning in for this video. And if you haven't done so yet, click that subscribe button down below. When you do, make sure you hit that bell. That bell will give you notifications for when we send out our daily setups, just like this one. We also send up video reviews for our plays from the day, informational videos, learning tools, motivational videos, weekly swing plays, monthly swing plays, okay? So I put out a ton of content just for you guys. I'm here to serve you guys, help you out however you need me to. You can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. You can DM me there, ask questions, comment, do the same thing down below. Make sure you comment down below, please, if you have questions. Let me know how you did on certain plays. I like to see that kind of stuff. So give me a thumbs up, comment. If you think the video sucks, well, go right ahead and give me a thumbs down. But let me know why so I can improve the videos for you guys, okay? So this is our watch list for March 24th, Thursday, March 24th. Okay, let's get started. And we started off with a bang. And again, you don't need to watch this as a watch list, guys. Watch it even just as a learning tool, to get your eyes on the screen and learn to see what you're reading on the candlesticks and go from there. And the more screen time you get, the better you'll be. So grab a piece of paper if you want and a pen. You can mark down the triggers and the targets, and you can put them down on your own charts if you'd like. So first play I've got is Moderna, mRNA, and as I always say, this will be on our top 5 list, okay? For sure it will be. It's a 3-1 setup or an outside bar followed by an inside bar. Super powerful pattern. I'll do this every time. Let's go back and take a peek at the last time we had one. They don't happen very often, but we had one here back in January, mid-January. So it's been a couple months, and we ended up coming down and then reversing back to the upside. So you maybe could have taken some profit there, or else you would have got stopped out. And then we have to go back to October to find the next one. And that was a big drop there. Let's see what we've got on this one, and then we'll carry on. So here is a great example of what we can expect. We have this big outside bar, then we have this inside bar, and then we break. And we go from 338 up to 347, so almost a $10 change, okay? And I know that's not a lot when you're looking at 350 bucks, but in terms of options, it's a good play for you guys. So outside bar, inside bar, super rare pattern. This inside bar shows consolidation, and it's like a spring. And we get so tight, and just ready to explode to the one side or the other. I'm going to do this for you guys as well on this first play. We're going to put in targets. So the targets, and I know a lot of you guys already know this stuff, but our targets or our pivots or our magnitude, whatever you want to call it, happen on the preceding wicks, okay? If we go up, it's the top of the preceding wick or the bottom, and then we just have to go back further in time to get the next lowest wick, okay? So on the downside, it's here. And if you want to get intermediate points in between here and here or here and here, you simply go down to the hourly chart, okay? Go down to the hourly chart, and then you can find your next target there, okay? And if you want to slip back here even further, there's a bunch of them here, okay? So just can tag them off. Go back to the daily. And there you have it. And you have some intermediate. And you can put more in there as you wish. But that's Moderna. And like I said, it'll be on our top plays for tomorrow, okay? UPST is Upstart. Upstart has an inside bar, again, showing that tight coiling. And one thing I notice here, we've got full time frame continuity to the downside. You want that indicator, go into your indicator tab in TradingView and type in time frame continuity. The author is Board Rider B. Now there are a bunch of them. This is just the one that I happen to use and the one I like. So inside bar on Upstart, we can take calls at 127.40, puts at 118.15, and then targets again, the preceding wicks. This one to me says it's going down, but the market is unpredictable, so let's see what happens tomorrow. That's why we give triggers, and you do not play those plays until you hit those triggers, okay? Now an outside bar on BIDU, outside bar, obviously the opposite of an inside bar. We break the high and the low of the preceding wick. Okay, so we'll look for calls at 158.63, puts 148.41. The day and the week, as you can see here, are green. We'll look for a green hourly, daily, and weekly to move ahead with that to the upside, okay? FUBO, FUBO, outside, inside. You know where this one's going to be, right? So we have calls at 7.96, puts at 7.43. NKE is Nike. We had a 2 down that finished green. Okay, so we can look for calls on this one. We're going to look for a reversal to the upside. We had a failed 2 down. It's green. And we're going to look for this to rebound. And we have targets at 138.98. Call it 139. Okay, so we'll be taking calls once we trigger at 135.34. SoFi, SOFI. Again, you know where this will be. Outside bar, inside, outside, inside. Full time frame to the downside, okay? So puts are very probable here at $9.33 triggers, or calls are possible still too at 9.78. Okay, let's go back in time on SoFi to see the last time that we had a holy grail on the daily chart. A 3-1 setup. Holy grail is what Trading Wars calls it. Man, we got to go back. All the way back to May of last year is the last time we had one. Okay. There was a couple of them here. And let's just see what we end up with, okay? So outside bar, inside bar, and look at this thing just tumble. Okay, so from 16.95 to 16.19. So 70 cents, and then there was one more here. Look at this one here. We went from 17.70 and climbed to 18.93. So those are big runs, guys, on SoFi. So again, you know where this one will be on our top 5 list, okay? American Airlines, AAL, has an inside bar, full time frame to the downside, and that inside bar is tight range, okay? So there's not a lot of room between here and here compared to the other bars. So puts at 16.17. I will tell you guys, if the spread between the bid and the ask is too far apart, we're not taking these, okay? And it's tough because I like to play plays that are only a few pennies. So that's what I try and find for you guys, and it's not always like that. It sucks because if you're just buying at market, you're already down when you've purchased. So you can try and get in on a limit order. Maybe you miss your target. Maybe you don't get filled. Maybe you get filled too late. There's a bunch of things that can happen. So that's why I like to play stocks like NEO, like SPY, that have tight bid asks. They're like pennies apart. Okay, so we might not have that here. The other thing is, if we gap up on any of these plays, these triggers become nullified. We don't use them anymore, but you can go and look at this video up in the top right. That'll tell you how to trade a gap. Okay, if we gap up in the morning, up or down. Next up on the list is BA, that's Boeing Company, another inside bar. So we can look for calls at 190.21, puts at 185.03. CL is Colgate Palmolive. We had a 2 up that finished red. Okay, so we can look for, this should not be here. We can look for puts at $73.53 on Colgate. DraftKings, nice inside bar here, full time frame to the downside. Puts are probable at 1878. You can look for calls at 1986. Facebook, tight inside bar. We can take calls at 216.72, puts at 212.34. And this has been just all week flirting with our weekly trigger here. This pink line is our weekly trigger, and it's just kind of flirted. So swings on Facebook were probably not very great if anybody took them on the entry on, looked like Monday or Wednesday there. Lucid inside bar, calls at 26.81, puts at 25.71. Netflix, a high, now again, this probably won't be on my top 5. It might be on there as a bonus play. Netflix has higher premiums, so I don't normally play them, but I love these 3-1 setups or these outside bar, inside bar setups, okay? So we can look for calls at 382.46, puts at 374.35, and our time frame is all to one side. So these trades are very, very probable, very, very likely. If we go back and look on Netflix, here, the last time we had one, it's like a couple in December. And we have to go way, that was when it was $600 a share. So look, we had an outside bar, inside bar, and a good win here from 588 to 581. And then another one here to the upside. This was a gapper, but we were 617 all the way up to 628. So Netflix 3-1 outside, inside bar plays have a lot of power behind them, okay? PINS, that's Pinterest, has an inside bar, full time frame again to the downside. Puts probable at 25.57, calls at 26.63. Guys, I'm just going to say right now, if you like the video, just take some time right now and please give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it if you like what I'm doing for you guys and helping you guys out, okay? Inside bar on QQQ, calls at 357.66, puts at 351.63. Square SQ, inside bar, the last inside bar we had here. Look at this run up through the first targets. This was today, through first targets and didn't quite touch second, but this was a good win on Square today. So we have another one today, okay? Inside bar. Oh, sorry, this was, what am I saying? This was today's bar. This was Monday's play. Wednesday, Tuesday's play. This was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Tuesday had a really good play on Square. So this was today's play, and then Thursday, tomorrow, we're going to look for a break to the high side or the low side on Square. Sorry about that, guys. NVAX. Again, this one probably won't be on my top 5 just because NVAX usually has a bigger spread. The premiums are out, okay? So, but if you guys want to look at it, it is something to look at. A 3-1 setup, outside, inside bar setup. So calls at 83.54, puts at $79. XEL, inside bar, outside bar, full time frame to the upside. So on this outside bar, 69.77 calls are probable. Puts are still possible at 68.60 on XEL. CAT is another one I don't usually put on here because the spread is high, the premiums are higher. Okay, so you're probably looking at $300 a contract here for one contract. So it's tough for people with smaller accounts, but we have a double inside bar, okay? So consolidation through 2 straight days on this. Full time frame to the upside. So we can look for calls at 224.73, puts at 21.66. And again, here, let's go back in time and see. This is a rare pattern as well when we get 2 inside bars. And we'll see if we can find one here. The last time we had one, there's a 3-1 setup, that gold bar. And let's do it this way. There is one. Double inside bar on CAT back in June June 17th of 2021. Double inside bar, and look at this thing drop. Boom. 213.40 to 204, a $9 drop, and then it dropped again on the second day. If you would have held a little longer, that would not have been me. But this play right here, guys, is a huge win in options. So realistically, if that spread is 10% and you get one of these, that 10% spread doesn't matter anymore because you're making over 100% on that play right there. Okay, so that's it, guys, for the plays. Stay tuned. Check out the top 5 playlist we've got for tomorrow. A lot of 3-1 patterns on there. Excited for you guys to look at those and play them tomorrow and see how you guys do. And until the next one, bye-bye.